Almost fucked it up at the end there, eh? Hi folks, and cheers to you. You join me in my big rocking chair, a glass of wine in hand, a few things to chat about, kind of guitar nerdy stuff. I hope you enjoyed the opening thing. I'm very inspired just now, chiefly down to one particular player, my new favourite player. And I'll move on, no doubt, as you do. You Tom Bukovac 1 minute, and Robin Ford and Julian Lage. But just now, my main, or my latest flame, if you like, Tobias Hoffmann. Have you heard Tobias Hoffmann? My goodness. He's exactly what I want to be when I grow up. Except I think I'm actually might be older than him. My God. I think he's German. I haven't researched much about the man himself. I'll put a link or two in the description so you can check him out. But when you listen to him, you'll think, oh yeah, I can see how Paul would like him. He's just doing it all the things that I want to be able to do. He's doing it straight away. He demos old guitars. I don't know if he owns the vintage guitar dealership or what, but he demos them. And you're sitting there like this. It's just, and he lets his demos run for like 7, 8, 9 minutes sometimes, and he has this incredible looper type thing that, oh, it's an incredible looping machine, but it's his playing. And he sits there, hang on, I'll get a sip. He sits there with some old guitar, and you look at his right hand, and Tom Bukovac talks about this, and that you don't want to be all tight. He's very relaxed, and he's hitting the strings very lightly, and he just looks part of the instrument. And he's got the best hair on YouTube. He's got this sort of silvery, sort of grey hair thing, and he's down giving it his big licks on the guitar. And then you know you're in for a good one when one of the locks of his hair comes down like that, and whoa, then you got to get comfy because you're in for a long run. And just jazzy, great chords, and yet where Julian Lage sometimes goes places that lose me, it's like too much. You want to rein Julian Lage in and keep him on a leash. This guy, not quite so much. He still goes in crazy places, but Tobias just gives you this melody after beautiful melody and half-step rubs, and oh, go check him out. Absolutely wonderful player. Right, next thing on our agenda. Guitar lessons. You might know I used to give guitar lessons on Skype or Zoom or whatever, and I gave that up because I never really enjoyed the mechanics of Zoom and Skype, and it was a barrier to having fun. But a few people have reached out, and so if anybody lives in Edinburgh or is up to Edinburgh for the day or whatever and wants to meet up, I'm more than happy to set aside some time to give a guitar lesson, because face to face is fun. I've always enjoyed giving guitar lessons. It's just the mechanics of Zoom and stuff. So the offer's there if anybody's in the area. You would come here and we'll fire up a couple of amps, and we'll see if I can add any value if you want a lesson. As to how much I would charge, I don't know, £30 for an hour, something like that. That's what I'm thinking. So it would just be, it'd be fun. But anyway, there you go. And James from James on Guitar, he reached out the other day. I'll put a link to his channel, by the way. Go check out his channel. Him and I will probably get together at some point, all going well, and we'll have a coffee and we'll trade some guitar licks. But yeah, if you think I've got good equipment, go and check out James on Guitar YouTube channel. And his stuff he's got, it's quite mind-blowing, some of the stuff he's got. Bar-tail amplifiers and Rift amplifiers and custom shop guitars and guitars made by that British luthier. I can't remember his name. It makes Gibson inspired instruments, but doesn't breach copyright and makes his own spin on them. What's his name? I'll put his name on screen. So go check that out. Next thing, my acoustic. People have asked, do I own an acoustic? Because you never see me with one. I do have an acoustic. And this was in my dad's collection. It's rather beautiful. It's a Gibson custom shop that he bought and is now kindly let me be the custodian of this. It's a J185 and that beautiful back is Koa. So it's not your normal standard J185, it's a J185 Koa. They're fairly rare actually, and it's a lovely thing. I'll play it maybe not every day, but most days, even if it's just to strum a few chords on. It sounds lovely. I don't know if you can, I'll play a couple of wee, at this funny angle. Don't know if you can hear that. Lovely guitar. And so when I'm waiting for my wife and my son to get ready to go somewhere, I'll pick this off the wall and I'll just plonk away. So it's lovely. So that's my Gibson J185. I should play it more on the channel actually, because it's a lovely thing. Don't worry, that was a joke. This is the Gibson, and that bad joke was this deliberately set up to fall. It's a guitar that was found in a skip years ago. It's got a broken neck. That's just my humour, you see, terrible humour. Anyway, where was it? What's next on my little list of things to talk about? Yes, somebody said, I can't remember who it was, why don't you just ditch the pick? And by the way, that's the pick that I use. It won't be of any interest to anybody really if I hide my face behind it. It's a shark fin, and like a lot of people in their choice of picks, you choose a pick when you're a child and you just never leave it. And so this is my childhood pick. I've actually got Carlos Santana's actual pick. A friend from the other side of the world sent me it. But this is my go-to pick, shark fin. Why don't I ditch it? I couldn't ditch the pick. It's a whole extra line of tones. So although you'll see me a lot with just fingers, maybe even more than 50%, I love the pick. I feel very natural with it for the other half of what I play. So I'm very much a pick and fingers kind of guy. If I'm playing a fast line, like certain little flurries I do, if I see what I mean. Oh, I've got the wrong, anyway. I couldn't do that with my fingers, or couldn't do that flurry with my fingers. So there's your answer. Plus the general tones, sometimes you want that. So so you want that, or I want that in my playing, and then I like to ditch it and become, hello, coming in, and become soft again. So that's that. Hello, are you coming up? My female cat again, hello. So before I finish up, thank you very much for all these helpful comments I got from the last video about, I didn't know you could have a USB memory stick for your phone, so I'm going to research that, because recording via iPhone means I run out of memory all the time, and I could never repost a clip from yonks ago, because every time I make a video I have to delete it from everything I've got because I would run out of memory. So if I can get these little USB memory sticks, not USB, well, phone connecting memory sticks, I'll look into that. To finish up then, what else have I been doing in my life? I constantly think about retiring at the age of 60. I'm 53 just now, and do you want to know what I've been thinking about for my retirement? I'll put it on screen, right? Just a wee Mazda MX-5, or I think in America they call it the Miata. Something like that. Of course, when I retire in 7 years' time, they won't be selling brand new ones with petrol engines. They might not sell that car ever again, I don't know. But if there's any way I can get my hand on one of the last little sports cars like that, something affordable like the MX-5, I would love a Porsche and a BMW in it. That's not going to happen. As you can see, all my money goes on custom shop guitars. So it will be something like that. So my wife and I sat in the wee Mazda the other day, and so I think about that in my retirement, and playing guitar for YouTube, and who knows, not dreaming of being a rock star. That's never going to happen, but that's how I spend my time these days, thinking about that. Have a lovely evening, everybody, and I shall see you on the next one. Bye for now.